Thank you very much, Joanna, for your very warm and generous introduction. Firstly and most importantly, I'd like to, of course, acknowledge the first Australians on whose land we gather on this beautiful evening. And, of course, we celebrate their culture as one of the oldest continuing cultures in human history. Very hardworking Joanna Featherston from the Red Room. This was the first poetry soiree was done in collaboration with the Poets Union and the Australian Writers Centre coming together to sort of support this, but Joanna's put a lot of effort into it, and it's a very innovative think tank, the Red Room, trying to promote poetry in New South Wales. Our two wonderful guest poets, Robin Adamson and Ivy Island, where you've got your, where's your hands? Where are you? Over there, Ivy from Newcastle, and Rob, he's parking. Oh, okay, we'll give him a few minutes. Hopefully he'll find his way here. Our wonderful musicians, Tina Harrod and Matt McMahon, who are really very well respected in the jazz world. I've met them when I was travelling around trying to get those Pope reformers in place so that we could actually get live music happening in venues right throughout this state. And I think we've got about, it was a 5-year slog. It didn't cost money, it was just a regulation, but, you know, come on, Melbourne had it. What was Sydney? We're better than Melbourne, aren't we? We had people going down there. Forget about that. And we do love them, though they are our neighbours. But anyway, we can do it better. So I thought it'd be nice to have a little bit something a bit different each soiree. And I thought this time it'd be nice to bring a bit of music as well into the atmosphere. We've got some members of Parliament. We had some members of Parliament last time. One of the reasons I wanted to start this was to set up a sort of a poetry, art and politics club in the Parliament. Bipartisan, we invite everyone, all members of Parliament, all staff and the media to sort of come together and to say a poem or read a relative's poem. And we have Jenny Gardner from the Nationals here tonight with her sister. She read her sister's poem last time, if my memory serves me correctly. We've got Luke Foley, our new member of the Upper House. Where's Luke? He's up the back there somewhere. Going to give us a bit of an Irish poem, Luke? No, maybe next time we'll work on him and twist his arm, because gosh, those Irish, they're great with their poetry. Of course, we've got Judy Hopwood, the Liberals, lovely person, hard-working member for the North Shore. Judy's here. Where's Judy? So you all know if you want to have a chat to Judy, if you might be one in her electorate. She's up the back. Great, thanks, Judy. Are there any other MPs here at the moment that I haven't mentioned? Oh, Murray Andrews from Pete's. Good on you, Murray, up the coast there. And Murray came last time as well, so thank you for your support. She's in the Australian Labor Party, so good to have another colleague there. Of course, we've got and Imre. Where's Imre Soloninsky from the Press Gallery? A real journalist. That's a real journalist. And who else do we have here? I don't know whether Heidi wants to be mentioned. Hi, lovely Heidi too. She's fantastic. Okay, so we've got we've got a representative here, Kate Clark. One of my culture institutes is the Historic Houses Trust, and Kate's here. We've also got someone from the Sydney Dance Company. We've got the most amazing dance company. It's now world standard and just performed overseas, Italy, and they've got standing ovations, and they're just doing brilliant work. And that's Julia Knight and. Wonderful poets, creative people. It's wonderful, as I said, to be here again. This is our next session, is our second parliamentary poetry soiree. And I can't think of anything much better than to be among creative, beautiful poets in this Parliament, the beating heart of democracy, the oldest parliament in Australia. And, of course, embracing their words with this beautiful music on such a warm spring night with wine and beer and a bit of a cleansing ale. What could be better? Anyway, the art of poetry and verse has moved, and I've always been very keen to promote poetry. Ever since I was little, I would like one day, I'd like one day for us to have a poet laureate. You know, we have a chief. Why couldn't you have a wonderful poet who's there when we have special events to write a beautiful piece? So we might. Well, I'm going to get in trouble now because I haven't told anyone about this idea, but I think we'll give that a bit of a shove along. If anyone would like to write me lots of letters and petitions, I'm very happy to take those on board. This is, as I said, it's the second year of the second time we've had the poetry soiree, and I hope that. Many years from now, people will gather in this beautiful room, your room, the taxpayers' room, to hear and share the beauty of words that can inspire us and lift us and challenge us and, of course, bring people together. From the little gurgling rhymes of Baby to Paradise Lost to the late reflection tonight of Robin Adamson, 15 years on in his lifetime, award by the Christopher Brennan Society. Poetry has the power to consume our minds. And, of course, young Ivy here, I've told, is a very gifted up-and-coming poet. and she performed, I believe, at different festivals in her area. Probably it's not always an easy thing to do either, particularly rock festivals, so but good on you, for all power to you for doing that. Without further delay, I'd now like to hand over to the poets. Have a wonderful night, and thank you all for supporting this particular event. I've just got a couple that take about 50 seconds each, and that I'd share with you. I'm a very bad, I just write, it's like therapy. I get rid of all my tension and stress, and they're probably shocking poems. But anyway, we'll see what you think, and you can tear them to shreds and no problems at all. But I did them. By the way, I must mention Ian Cohen's here from the Greens. He actually came last time as well, so thank you, Ian. Hope you're going to give us a beautiful poem. Okay, I've got one. It's a very short one called Time. The burning comet races, swallowed by the drunken stars and flirting space. All is moving and motion. All is still and static. Life is no different. Consumed, exhumed, the same results by different courses. That's that one. Anyway, I don't think it's hopeless. Okay. The next poem I wrote for my beautiful daughter. It's called Formal. She stepped out, trance like in a fuchsia dress. Goddess, Venus, hold on to Cupid. Helen, tie up those myriad ships. Marilyn, blow out the candle. She stepped out. Hugs and kisses showered, fall out of the movie set, cameras flashing. Cobra eyes and island hair, almost 6 foot and growing. Dancing in her fuchsia dress, she stepped out. Who will dare to look? Who will touch those sparkling lips, and who will whisper her name, Cecily? Alone and hoping, hibiscus flower, for any who dare, she stepped out. And the last little one, called A Quiet Caress. I pushed up the sash window, timber window, locked for years. The sun's warm fingers stretched slyly across the dusty sill, touching the lace doily on the piano's chest. A quiet caress in a silent room. Oh, but such excitement, a flutter of torn manuscript, lifts and falls, a journey after so many years, a scent of grevilleas blooms. Breakfast abandoned by the parrot on the lawn outside, breathes into the silken fabric of the spider's dress. Darkness lifts, unsung words dance to life. That's it.